That's how we get warmed up. Come on, get warmed up. Hit me with some fire in the chat so we get warm. Whoa. Yes. Hello to the future. I'm Gabriel Saint, an artist, writer, director, working out of Los Angeles, California. And today, we're ranking cursed animal art submitted by the chat. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at these guys. And the drop today for when we really, when a piece really sings to us, we'll hit him with the doggy drop. Why are animals so poorly portrayed in old paintings? Art history is littered with beautifully rendered portraits of nobles, saints, and mythological figures. But when it comes to animals, things get strange. From medieval manuscripts filled with dog lions to Renaissance-era cats that look suspiciously like melted potatoes. Historical art is full of hilariously inaccurate depictions of furry, scaly, and feathered friends. But why? We shall unveil the history and the answers as we go on. Okay, so looking at this guy here, this is a beautiful pet. I'm not sure if this is a dog or a cat, honestly. Let me know in the chat. Do you think this is a dog or do you think this is a cat? It's like an eye test on whether it's a cat or a dog. You think it's a terrier dog? I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if this is a dog or a cat, but one thing I am sure is that it's adorable. I want to pet that dog. I want to pet that thing. It's like a dog cat. Whatever it is, I'm into it. I need a pair of them as my own pets. Is this a sound that it might make? It's a very human-like face, for sure. Okay, so if we're ranking out of like anatomy of an actual pet, we're going down here towards B or C. But look, it's got 4 legs and a tail. It's sitting kind of like a pet might. So it's not a complete fail. So we don't go to D. But, S tier, I mean, if we're going for adorability, it's a pretty adorable, a fantastical pet here. It just depends on if we're ranking anatomical versus adorable. I'm going to say A tier because it's adorable. It's adorable pet. I would like to have this pet. Looked like it was painted by the hand of God. All right, I'm going with A tier. That's an A tier pup. Cat. Adorable, yes. Atomically perfect? No, but I've seen worse. I'd like to scratch its chin and perhaps give it a snack. Is it correct, animal atomically? No, but it does look like a good boy. There we go. We got our first rank, y'all. How you feeling? How you like that? It has a bit of a concerned look on its face. I wouldn't say it's menacing, but it's definitely not. It's definitely disconcerting. Moving on. Next up, we've got... Yeah. This is some high tier art here, y'all. There's the color, the balance, the pose. Come on. This is what my cat is doing right now. This is a factual representation of a cat. I don't see any flaws here. Does anyone see any flaws? I think this is... Now, there's a couple things that we could talk about here. Like, what's up with this face over here? What's going on? This kind of looks like a raccoon, maybe. Why do these cats have lips? Why do these cats have lips? That's very strange. I've never seen a cat with lips, but look at that. Not only that, but what is going on with this shape here? This is a tiny little tail here. This tail maybe is the right length, but is there a second tail here? Does this cat have 2 tails? It's very strange. But this here, our fella here, anybody who owns a cat, has owned a cat, will own a cat. That the truth is right here in the middle. This guy here. Get used to it, y'all. Get used to it. Does look like a pangolin. Human Robot says it looks a lot like a pangolin. This guy's got core strength. Yeah, what's up with that? What's going on with this distance here? Why is this guy just floating? Maybe he's mid-jump or something? Good eye. Rose says, honestly, thought the first glance they look like a lizard. Yes, they definitely have some lizard vibes going on. But cats kind of got some lizard vibes going on. All right. So sometimes, one of the things I like to add to my tier list is would I hang it? Would I hang it on my wall? And like looking at this one, like is the anatomy right? No. Is this picture entertaining? Yeah, it's funny. It's adorable. I think I would put this on my wall. Again, like this is one that would hang wonderfully in the bathroom. I gotta be honest. I think it's also A tier. This is A tier. Is the anatomy perfect? No. Is it adorable? Hell yeah. Would I hang it in my house? I think so. Well, I think so. I think I would hang both these guys in my house. That's a steady pair right there, y'all. We already cooking. I like these two guys. All right. That's 2 A tiers. What do y'all think? In the chat, hit me. Is it? Hey, I'm sorry that they're both A tier. That's just how I'm feeling right now. I'm ranking them honestly. I'm not trying to even the playing field. These are just my real feelings. What do y'all think? Also, we got another one tiered up. Let them know. Stay hydrated out there. Fee-Chan has reminded us that ranking art is a very bad idea. All art is important and wonderful for different reasons at different points in time, and ranking art is really a ridiculous thing that you should never do. No one should do it. You shouldn't spend time on stream. It's kind of like it's kind of not showing art the kind of respect that it needs. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and hop back into this and let's give it a try. How about this gal? That's the same fella, but this gives us context from that first painting. So he wasn't even the star of the show. He's not even the star of the show. Oh, look, we got a little context here. Jesus. This is Jesus's pet. This makes a lot more sense. A lot of this comes into clarity now that we know that this is a religious pet. All right, but moving on. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, we got a don't rank art, number 5 quote. Hilarious. So what do y'all think about my ranking so far? Can y'all get down with this? Y'all have similar feelings about these two right here? I think they're both equally adorable and hangable. All right, moving on. Bam. Bam. Yeah, you don't want to talk smack about Jesus' pet. Look at this loaf of an animal here. Look at this. And this isn't far back from history either. Look at this loaf. Oh, Lordy, come. This cat is bulked out. That's business. So many historical figures never actually saw the animals that they were painting. Exotic creatures like elephants, rhinos, and lions were described secondhand through letters, travelers' tales, or wildly inaccurate sketches, rather than a real-life encounter. Without direct observation, artists relied on imagination, leading to creatures that often seemed more mythical than realistic. Y'all, what y'all think about this loaf here? Gotta be honest, would pet, would scratch, would kiss, would feed. I would snack him up. This baby boy needs some scratches. Also, I'm pretty sure this bad boy could protect your house from robbers. Whoa, Esteu's in the house. Yo, everybody, tell Esteu hello. We were trying to wait on you, my guy, but we had to get started. All the way. Esteu just flew all the way in from San Francisco, and I bet his arms are tired. Tell us how the weather is, Esteu. Any art you want to share? We're getting through tier listing. All right, y'all. So let's take a look at this loaf here. We got to rank this guy. All right, so I'm thinking, is he adorable? Yes. Would pet, would scratch, would feed, would snack. But he's got some rough competition here now. Would I hang him in my... I would. I got to go B tier, guys. I got to go B tier just on principle alone. I can't... He's not A tier. He's not these guys. I still would hang him. Might hang him in a foyer. Might hang him in a kitchen. Lord knows he'd like to be in the kitchen. I'm thinking B tier. What y'all think about that? I think B tier is where I'm falling. We're going to hit him with probably make a sound like this. You get him, Frenchie. Oh, yeah. 3 pets in, y'all. Yeah. All right. So let's see what our next bad boy looks like. Oh, my goodness. What hath thou done? Who submitted this one? Oh, my goodness. Who submitted this one? Who did this? This poor pet looks like its face is sliding off. Okay, I got to be honest. We've all been there. Have you been working on a painting for a long time and you really like the ears, you really nailed the paws, and you just can't get the face right, and you paint it over and you start again and you paint it over and you start again, and man, you're getting to that deadline and you know what you got to say? You're like, you know what? I nailed the rest of the painting. I just got to stop where I'm at. I got to cut my losses. And I think that's what we're looking at here. Oh my gosh. Unless this guy thought he was going to like sneak his own self-portrait into this cat's face. Unbelievable. Fee Chan says this one's her favorite. She's also the one that submitted it. Good submission, Fee Chan. Does anybody got any historical news on this bad boy? Cat bag. Oh, there's a story behind it. Fee Chan, hit me with the story. Human Robot says, this is me when Gabe streams 1 hour early. And you just woke up. Stay up. We got all kind of new emoticons in there. Fee Chan says, someone found it in a thrift store and no one can figure out who did it or where it came from. No copies have been found and there's more to the pic. But I got cut out. We don't know what it looks like. Well, it's perfect. It's perfect for what we're doing here. It's right at home. This is where it gets tough. This is why you're not supposed to rank art. You can't rank art. Like, do I love this painting? It almost goes in the S tier. This is almost S tier level cursed work here, But also, it could be D tier. It could be D tier. It just depends on the measure here. What do you think, chat? Give me an S or a D. What do you think? Is this an S tier or is this D tier? Is this so ugly it's beautiful? Or is this so cursed it's damaged with a capital D? Fee Chan hit us with the S tier. S tier stay. Oh, Fee Chan said she would hang that S for sure. All right. Boom. We have set a standard here. S tier. Hit him, Frenchie. Y'all, we got the first S tier. We got our first S. We got there.
What happened?
We got there.
Oh, Walter, come here.
What happened?
All right, moving on. It's always exciting when we get our first S tier in one of these tier lists. I'm getting chills. All right. Fee Chan, pumped about the S tier. Human Robot says he would hang that in his bathroom and wake up to brush his teeth. It would be nice to see in the morning. Some mornings you'd wake up, you'd see that face, and you'd say, you know what? Me too, guy. Me too. That's exactly how I feel today. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Fee Chan. Hey, you again. Thanks for joining us, my guy. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh, my lord. Look, we got a little information here. Detail of a miniature of an owl being mobbed by other birds. Dang, he's being mobbed, y'all. From a bestiary, England, second quarter of the 13th century. Wow, so like 1200? Look at this guy. Look at this fella. These birds in the background aren't too bad, but there's a couple things here. All right, chat. What stands out to you about this owl? There's two things that stand out to me. Well, maybe three. But what stands out to you about this owl? Hit me with it, chat. Something has to stand out to you because there's some very definite thing. And look, these birds, I'm not mad at these birds. This bird looks okay. I'm not sure how he's flying without his wings up. This guy looks like he's perched here. He's perched. That makes sense. This guy's got his wings out. He's flying. This guy's just I'm not sure he's just floating, His face, Esteu says this one's cursed. Rosa says the first thing she knows is his face. It's a man, Esteu says. His mouth, no beak, but a mouth. That 1,000-yard stare, yeah, he is just staring daggers. Soulless says, Lord, give me strength. Yeah, and it's almost like him standing on this flower here was kind of an afterthought. And he was like, and it almost looks like, I know he's floating here, but I'll draw this little flower in, that makes sense. And he's like, this guy here is floating. And it looks like maybe he had drawn another limb up here for this guy. But he's like, no, let's erase that. Let's just leave the one. But dude, he's got lips. He's got a full-on mouth. Is this like a nose? Oh, this is amazing. And then he's got eyebrows, and he's kind of got like his hair. He's got like this little part in his hair. Pupils. This is uncanny. His nose here and his mouth. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. This has to be one of those things where they've never seen an owl and somebody just described an owl to him and he's like, okay. Or this is one of those things where it's like, Mom, can we get an owl? And your mom's like, no. We have an owl at home. And this is the owl at home. So check this out. Medieval symbolism over accuracy. In the Middle Ages, animals were painted not for biological accuracy, but for their symbolic meaning. A lion, for example, represented strength, so its anatomy didn't matter as much as its regal presence, even if it ended up looking like our owl here. Bestiaries illustrated books of animals often included creatures like unicorns, griffins, and snails that could apparently be as big as a full-grown human. These depictions weren't meant to be realistic, but rather to communicate moral or theological lessons. Yeah, you might want to kill this one with fire or rose. So again, this one's tough. Would I hang it? I think this is hangable. I think this is a hangable piece. I like the color palette. I like the balance. The fact that they painted this bad boy, what did they say, the 13th century? That mean in the 1200s? Oh, it's a rough field here that we're playing against, though. Owl, and also Owl is a representation of Drake's record label, and out of respect for Kendrick Lamar's Grammys, I'm putting the Owl in the D tier, y'all. I know I'm ranking it hard. But y'all, sometimes you get ranked. You get ranked in the D tier. Sometimes you get ranked in the D tier. Everybody can't be S tier. It's pretty exciting. We got our first D tier.
What happened?
It's cooking. It's getting exciting in here. There's winners and there's losers, y'all. There's winners and there's losers. You forget. That's what happens when you rank art. I will remind you, ranking art is a very terrible idea. You should not rank art. Art is very meaningful for different reasons. Let's get back to ranking art. All right, let's see what else we got here. Bam. Oh my Lord. What is this? Y'all, is this going to get me blocked? Do you get kicked off of Twitch for stuff like this? Y'all, oh my goodness. My word. 1658? Y'all, come on. Who submitted this one? I bet you it was Fee-chan. She's submitting the craziest ones. Is this Fee-chan? I know it is. No chance it wasn't. Oh my Lord. Y'all, what is it that you first noticed about this drawing? Is it the fact that like it's mouth is kind of a funny perspective and the eyes of lifeless eyes. Man wants to see. Look at this guy. And then tell me this. Why has he only got whiskers on one side of his face? What's up with this other side of the face? Y'all. Look at his feet. Look, this beaver's got a paw here with nails, like a lion's paw. This one looks like, what is this? This only got 3 pads here. And then look, you get this like a platypus's feet. This tail. Okay, the tail is pretty close for a beaver. He got the all 6 teats. That's it, though. That's all I noticed. That's it. That's all I noticed. Does anybody notice anything else? Because I think that's all I noticed. No? Nobody notices anything else? All right. I guess we'll just move on then if nobody notices anything else. Okay, so, nobody's noticing anything else at all. That's nuts. Nobody notices anything. That's nuts. Unbelievable. Nobody notices anything? That's nuts. I guess everybody sees different things in art. That's what's nuts about art. Art is nuts. Art's crazy like that. Art is crazy like that. Art is crazy. It's nuts. Oh my gosh. I didn't think we'd be hitting D tier already, y'all, but my goodness, D tier is not as lonely as we thought it would be. Look, we found some friends at the bottom. Oh my lord. Moving on. That was a rough one. We almost got kicked off of Twitch for that one. You'd put that in the C tier? Okay, let me hear you, chat. What are you thinking? C tier? You thinking D tier? Oh, it has the balls to be up there. All right, good enough. We got a debate in the chat. We're going to C tier. Let's do it. I'm a negotiable man. Everything's up for negotiation. Unless somebody wants to fight for D tier, we got a man who's standing strong in the chat for C tier. We'll go with it. I mean, you're probably right. If we had to battle it out between this guy and this guy, who wins, Who wins between this guy and this guy? That's a battle for the ages. Almost got to change it around. Almost got to put this bad boy in D tier and this bad in C tier. This is why you don't rank art. I'll remind you. This is why you don't rank art. But there ain't no going back. There ain't no going back. Once we've this is science, and once you've made a decision, you got to stick with it because that's how science works. You never change your mind with new information. Okay, somebody's clipping the nuts in the chat. We're going to end up... If you clip the nuts in the chat, Fee-Chan is clipping the nuts in the chat. So, guys, I don't know if that's going to get us banned from Twitch, that Fee-Chan is clipping the nuts in the chat, but that's nuts overall. I will say, we have ranked another cursed animal, which means we hit him with the...
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, Walter, come here.
One more time, Frenchie.
What happened?
All right, make sure y'all staying hydrated out there. Oh, I just got started. Y'all are canceling me. Just got started. Y'all are canceling me. This is a chat submitted artwork. I will remind you, I did not find any of this art. All the people in the chat found this art. So if you're looking to blame someone, blame yourself. All right, I will again remind you, ranking art is a terrible idea. So let's get back to ranking art. Astayu, what kind of link we got in the chat? That looks like a broken link. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching the spooky link. That looks like a sketchy link. If you need me to look at it, though, pop it in the Discord. Speaking of, if you're watching, like, subscribe, follow, comment, join the chat, or whatever else from whatever social media format you are watching this from. Thanks for being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. My name is Gabriel Saint. I'm a writer, artist, director working out of Los Angeles, California. I'd appreciate it if you could check out some of the links below. Go check out some of my feature films, check out some music, check out some paintings. And let's get back to ranking cursed pets. All right, ranking cursed animal art submitted by the chat. Let's see what we got next here, y'all. You better be nice to Fee-Chan. She's the mod here. She's the only one that knows how to ban and unban because I haven't figured it out yet. As soon as I can figure out how to ban people, I'm banning every follower I got. I don't trust any of you. As soon as I can figure out how to work that ban hammer, you're all getting the smackdown. All right, moving on. Oh, my Lord. Okay, come on. Okay. This isn't real. How can this be real? How could this be real? 1640? Bro, come on. Come on. Can anybody read French? Is this French? Holy shit. Excuse my French. I didn't even notice this guy back here. Look at this guy. What is happening? Did somebody describe how do you end up with this? How do you end up with this? Did someone describe hey, it's an animal with really long fingers and it almost has a bald, trying to describe a monkey. It's got a bald human face kind of, but it's got long ears and they climb trees, and they got long toes and long fingers and human faces. That's what this is. Somebody has had to describe a monkey all wrong in the year 1640. Holy, what is happening here? We have devolved. Sages, that's using PT exercises. I'm now more scared. Monkey, sloth, man, chimera. Fee-Chan hit it right on the nose. That's very scientific. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. You are very charming. Rose is inquiring how Fee-Chan found some of these masterpieces. Man, this is crazy. I literally think this is supposed to be a monkey. I think someone described a monkey. I think they really didn't nail it. And they were like, you know what? Maybe I didn't nail it. But if I put this one in a tree back here, maybe they'll get it. Because think about it. Like a human face, kind of, but with no hair on its head. And it had long toes and on its fingers and its feet long. And his hands and his feet look the same with long fingers, And then it could climb trees. Dude, that sounds like somebody describing a monkey and not nailing it. But they are bear paws. It's pretty hard to debate the bear paw fact. Yeah, Rose is demanding to understand the ways of the internet. I gotta be honest, y'all. We are peak internet right now. We are interneting at the fastest speeds you can internet. We are interneting real hard. All right. So here's the question, my friends. Where do we rank this bad boy? Okay, anatomy. Come on. It's the worst anatomy of the bunch. Adorability. I don't think it's very adorable. Is adorability a word? Did we just invent a new word? Adorability? I don't think it's very adorable. Anatomy? No. Exciting? It's got my senses peaked. S tier. Is an S tier ugly? Is it a D tier cursed? Or is it landing somewhere here? I mean, it's, you know what? I gotta be honest. On a scale of normal to nuts, this picture's nuts. This picture is nuts. C tier. Because this image is completely nuts. C tier. Yeah. Now we cooking. Hit him, Frenchie. Rose, you already have 2 monkeys. How convenient. Human robot, they gave up on the head. No. Okay, hold up. Pull it back, Frenchie. Pull it back. We've got a debate in the chat. Okay, we've got to go back to the judges. Going back to the judges. I said C tier, and nobody was happy about that. Okay, we have to look at the instant replay. Let's look at the instant replay. I'm sorry. All right, so I see people battling for B tier. Some people battling for C tier. Some battling for D tier. All right, hit me in the chat. Give me your rankings in the chat. Nothing but your rankings. One at a time. No double votesies. Huh? What? We're going back to the instant replay. We're looking at here just a nose. We're slowing down the camera, watching it in slow motion. Okay, what do we... All right, but just a hair, seeing how close we get. Upon further inspection, watching the replay back, slow motion. After further inspection, me and the other referees, along with the group chat. Yeah, the call stays. The call stands. This picture is nuts. The call stands. I'm sorry. I watched the instant replay, y'all. I'm sorry. I tried to take it back to the cameras. I took it back to the cameras. This season we have instant replays, and instant replay didn't fall for us. Instant replays didn't fall for us there. Moving on. All right, let's see what we have next. Boom. Okay. Mild. Not too bad. We've got a lovely king or queen. Kind of hard to tell. And she's got a couple puppers here. That looks like a good boy. These look like 2 good boys. I think. You know, not too bad. Honestly, I kind of get it. They're simplified, and plus I can see what his interpretation of what a human looks like. So they kind of fit in. You know, this is as far as cursed goes, or it's lined up again for you. I am sorry. Not very cursed. Not the most cursed art. These both look like good boys. Anybody want to guess at the breed here? What kind of dog you think this is supposed to be? These look like maybe white dogs. This guy kind of looks like a pig. Gotta be honest. Kind of short in the torso, long in the legs. This guy's being such a good boy here. These are good puppers. This is some good decent puppers here. I think this is we got 2 woofers. B tier. You know, not nuts. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not so ugly. It's the most adorable thing. I think it's gonna go right here with our Lottie coming. You know, I think that's where we're moving. What do y'all think? I think that feels pretty good. I like the taste of that. That's 2 good boys. Ranked B tier. Yeah, that's a pretty good ranking, I think. What'd you think, Frenchie? How y'all like my drop? Is this drop makes more sense than the thunder? We needed something that kind of tied into the theme of the show this evening. My Frenchie. All right, moving on. Let's see who we got here next. Okay, look at these guys. Look at these good boys. Y'all, let me know what kind of breeds y'all see here. Top one. This has got to be like a wiener dog here. This is like a dachshund. Is that what those are called? Not a dachshund. Yeah, like a something like this. This maybe is like, I don't know what that dog is with his tongue sticking out with all this fur here. What is this? Maybe that's a yellow, like a golden retriever. Wiener dog, golden retriever. This looks like what are those police dogs called? God, what's it called? What are police dogs called? Can't think of it right now. Not a Doberman Pinscher. What about this guy? This guy looks like a really big... This looks like a beagle or something. Like a beagle, wiener dog. This is the stretchiest long dog I've ever seen. No, canine means dog, human. German Shepherd. Rose has got it. That's what it was. German Shepherd. So we got a wiener dog. We got, what do we call this one here? Maybe this is like a Shih Tzu. I'm not sure. So we'll call this one number 1. This one's number 2. This one's number 3. This one's number 4, and this one's number 5, y'all. So give me some. What breed you think these are? You know, and they're not the cursed thing. These tongues are a little bit imposing. This is a good boy here. I think this is a good boy here. Just a good boy here. There's 3 good boys in this picture for sure. You know, these are some good boys. Plus the length of the legs on this good boy here. He could reach all kind of stuff on the top shelf for you that I would have problem reaching. You're gonna want that. These are pretty good pups. These are some medieval puppers. Again, gotta rank these bad boys. It's hard to rank puppers, man. All these are good boys. But the question you gotta ask: is it so unbelievably ugly that it's adorable? Is it so unbelievably cursed that we don't want to look at it for too long? Is it completely nuts? No, I think, or is it? Or do we want to hang it in our house? Is this what we want to hang in our bathroom? Is this what we're hanging in the washroom? Is this what we're hanging in the kitchen? I think it's B tier. I think we got another B tier. I think we got another B tier. Fight me in the chat. Fight me in the chat. Fight me in the Frenchie in the chat. Chin said I would get this as a tattoo. The style is sick. It is a very cool style. Been thinking about getting one, but been used to having German Shepherds. Yeah, I've never had a German Shepherd. B tier, B tier. Everyone agreed. B sounds fine. Okay. I think Fee-chan, Fee-chan, I think she really likes this one. Fee-chan, what do you think about B tier? Does B tier work with you, Fee-chan, or do you want to, do we need to see an instant replay? Because the chat has decided B tier, but I'll roll it back. We'll take a look at the instant replay. B tier, y'all. We all are in agreement for the first time in the chat. We're all in agreement. We're all on the same team. You and I, we're the same here in the chat. B tier. Moving on. All right, next bad boy is... We got a whole herd of bad boys here, y'all. We got a whole herd of bad boys. Okay, all right. At first, they looked pretty mild, pretty chill, but as we get closer... Look, these are all... And the thing, look, these dogs, they get happy. What's this guy being such a jerk about? He's like, I don't like these dogs here. And these dogs are like, we like everything. We like everything. I don't know what this guy's so fussy about. I don't like dogs. And he's like, take them or leave them. They're good boys. And I like that the painter took all his time to, what's going on here? Oh, look at this guy here. This guy's giving this dog a good scratch here. That must be like a brush. This guy's brushing his puppy too. I like that this artist took a second to do all the details, paint all these doggies. This one has a collar on, and right in the middle of this painting, he decided that we needed to see the jewels. Dang, he hit us with the jewels, y'all. Roses, thank you for hanging out with us. It's always nice having you here. Thanks for submitting art in the chat. Everybody together now. Y'all know what we tell. If you're having a bad day or you're dealing with some drama or some conflict in your life, and you can draw about it, you can write about it, you can make music about it, you can sculpt about it. But what we want you to do is take it out on art and don't take it out on yourself. We'll see you tomorrow night, Rose. Thanks for hanging out. Quote number 2 in the chat, y'all. Quote number 2 in the chat. Yeah, so unfortunately, upon verification of the details of our picture here, based on the rule books, we know what tier this goes in, y'all. This painting is nuts. Adorable, yes, tons of puppies, but unfortunately, C tier. CD's nuts. C tier. And you know, look, I don't make the rules, y'all. I don't make the rules. I just stream them. That's the situation here. That's the situation. I will hit him with a Frenchie, though. Don't forget to stay hydrated, y'all. Fee-chan calls it the nut tier. The CD's nuts. All right. What time is it? 10:45. How's everybody doing in the chat? Y'all still hanging with me? Y'all want to run through some more? How many puppies are we gonna keep running through here? Everybody still hanging out with me? I'm going to go ahead and finish all the submitted work if y'all are here hanging out and want to keep going. We almost there. Thanks for chatting, human. I hope it's making your day go by faster there at work. All right, moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Lord. Here we go. I think we got some funsies here. Look at this guy. This is how they think you catch a rat. Man, you see this? My lord. Look at the way this cat is this distinguished gentleman of a cat here. Excuse me, Mr. Mouse. I believe I have captured you. And this cat here curled up in a ball. Yes, how cats do. I understand. Cats curl up in balls. That does make sense. Okay. But he's like levitating? He's like levitating here. And I have a feeling like these artists do these things where he's like, I'm going to pet this cat here. And then come back and be like, oh, he's floating. Maybe we have to put something under him. And look, this must be fire here. This must be a kitty cat curled up by the fire. I see. And this is a blanket he's on. Why is he floating? Is this a basket of eggs? Well, that must be a cat bed. That's a cat bed. And this guy says, I'm a distinguished kitty cat. I'm going to take my mouse back to my cat bed. Look at his belly here. He's standing up. Why does his tail look like a dog's tail? Okay, so let's look back here. This kitty cat, this poor guy's side-eyeing us. Look at this side-eye on this guy. Oh my goodness. Very, very stiff mouse. Yeah, is this mouse already dead? Thanks, human. These cats were much more distinguished back in the day. This was before iPhones. Not an iPhone in sight. These cats are just living their best life. This cat here, dude, he has got a side eye. I don't trust him. I don't trust that cat one bit. He's sketchy. Look at him. Look at him. But I'll tell you what they did get right is cats chase mice and birds. This cat is trying to get this bird. This cat is taking his mouse back to his bed. So, and then also this cat curled up by the fire. These are all facts. Somebody came back and they described cats perfectly. So the guy who described the cats, S tier. The guys that painted the cats, though, this is where it gets tough, y'all. This is where it gets tough. Does anybody read Old English? Oh, look, we got it. We got another pet here. Hold up. Last moment, we've got a new entry. Let's see. Give a mouse a cookie, you say. Look at the gams on this cat. I mean, this rat. He's got some long legs. Nice. A wolf whistle. But is it enough? Is it enough to save our picture here? Here comes the hard part, y'all. We got to rank them. We've got to rank them. What are we thinking? Is it so adorable it's ugly? I mean, so ugly it's adorable? Is it a good solid art that we'd like to hang in our house? Perhaps our bathroom or our kitchen? Is it kind of a good standard? It's a good standard. It's almost correct. Is it nuts? Is it uncanny? Is it nuts? Or is it so cursed, I just can't deal with it? You know, there's something about the correct description of the cats. And I like that the cats are all doing exactly what cats do. But also, there's an absurdist kind of way that they're posed, you know? And I think that I have to take that into account when I'm tier listing these guys. You know, Fee-Chan says B tier. Human Robot says A tier. This one goes in the kitchen. I'm agreeing. I'm going A tier. I think that's what the judges are telling me. A tier. I think the correct description of the cats is really hilarious and adorable, and it really raises the integrity of this piece of art. A tier, y'all. We hit him with another A tier. Hit him, Frenchie. My man, Frenchie. It's like my house band, but instead of having a house band, we've got the Frenchie drop. Fun. All right, moving on. Adding a little context here. The struggle of perspective and anatomy. Even when artists had access to real animals, they often struggled with proportion and movement. Early European painters hadn't yet mastered anatomy, which explains why medieval horses sometimes look like they have human faces, or why dogs appear to have existential crisis. Perspective was also a challenge. Artists sometimes stacked legs on top of each other in an attempt to show depth, resulting in creatures that looked like they were assembled from spare parts. All right, building some context here. Because remember, we're learning about art. At the end of the day, we're learning about art. We're learning about philosophy. We're learning about self-expression. We're learning about ourselves. And don't forget, don't rank art. Ranking art is a bad idea. All art is good for different reasons. If you're ranking art, you're probably here with us. All right, let's move it on. All right, that's an A for me. Stay said he posted another painting. Fee-Chan gives it a strong B. No, she changed her vote to A. Great. This one goes in the kitchen. All right. I think we've gotten to an agreement here that we should rank art. Moving on. My lord. My lord. No doubt this is another Fee-Chan submitted piece of art. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Come on, chat. Talk to me here. Talk to me. What are you seeing? What are you first noticing? Come on. Is that a lute? Is that what that guitar thing is called? This is amazing. This is otherworldly. This is uncanny. This is kooky. This is bordering on nuts, y'all. This is bordering on nuts. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna go any further. I'm not gonna go any further. I'll tell you a couple things I love. Number one, he's got a belly button. My guy has a belly button. That's cute. Okay. He's got a thumb. This fella's got five fingers and a thumb. Not to mention he's playing an instrument here. But that's his hands. His feet. He's got the feet of a gargoyle. Look at this tail. Oh my word. He got the tail of a monkey. The loot. Estee, who's already voting for S tier. Fee-Chan said this is not hers. Who submitted this in the chat? Who submitted this? Who is the guilty party? Please emerge. This is Gabe jamming. Hey, come on. I don't play that kind of guitar. Although when I do get very soulful, he does have a very soulful look on his face. Is that their bits? Is that the bits out? Esteve says it's a camel toe that got auto modded. Well, thank you, Fee-Chan.